continue, to talk about, because now, this shit is for real, yo. This is not like a joke. It's extinction, But I just think back on all the judges and lawyers and police officers and FBI agents and doctors that really thought, they were going to frame it up like I was fucking crazy, like I was some sort of criminal for trying to blow the whistle on this shit, bro. It's the craziest shit you ever seen in your life, but these motherfuckers is corrupt. Like I said, they'll do anything for a fucking dollar. Anything for a fucking dollar, including cause a fucking extinction event. Like, are you serious right now? And maybe they didn't actually go and knock the earth off its axis. But when you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know how many people, professionals, educated professionals that knew my background, that knew I was not mentally ill, that knew I was not a criminal, a crook, or a liar, that I had to sit there straight in the face and tell them, listen to me. They are killing people. Like, this is serious shit. And I told so many people about really what the plot was. And so many people still came for me. And I guess, what God had revealed to me is that they're part of this cult, the secret society. And they made a blood oath or a vow or whatever to serve Satan and to do whatever the government wants, or whoever the leadership on that cult is. They got to follow the leader. And, because otherwise they'll get taken out. And, okay. I mean, I don't know. Again, you can't take that shit back. So, but the thing with the government is you have to understand, I never joined a secret society, cult, coven, nothing, right? I never joined any of these corrupt ass organizations, and they still tried to take me out, So they just take out whoever the fuck they want to take out is the bottom line, right? Because that is the power that you give to these people are deranged. They are absolutely fucking deranged, but so are all their minions. Man, I can't even tell you. I had people looking at me with fucking hate, straight fucking hate in their eyes. Police officers, doctors, medical professionals, that I'm like, listen to me. I'm a whistleblower, bro. Like, this ain't no motherfucking joke, And they were looking at me like I was hurting them, by again, I guess because the reality of it is it goes hand in hand with their secret society. And so they commit a lot of crimes. I mean, this is a massive global crime ring, and they're all involved at varying levels, These people be raping kids, killing kids, thieving, lying, murdering, stealing, committing fraud, just the whole gamut. That's how we ended up with all these psychopaths as doctors, let's just say, and lawyers, right? They're not actually doctors and lawyers. It's like Pam Bondi. She don't even have a fucking law degree, They just slap that title on you and then go tell you you're a lawyer now, you're a doctor now. And a lot of these people are not even, you don't even know the level of fucking, not just people that have, treated or diagnosed, whatever, with me personally, but doctors when I was in law. I had high level medical professionals as clients, billionaires with big practices. And they are some of the most deranged criminals on earth because they are allowed to do whatever the fuck they want because they live next to the judge, they golf with the judge, they're sleeping with the judge. It's just a whole fucking network of absolute fucking debauchery, which is why, again, I left the practice. I can't support that. I can't support the corruption. I can't support a judicial system that is not actually fair and just, right? That is actually based on fraud, lies, deception, corruption, greed, and most specifically, the abuse of children. I'm not with it, right? I'm not with any of that shit. But you talk about hurting kids, bitch, I'm out, And again, nobody ever said to my face they was hurting kids because they know for sure I would have been the first one to fucking blow the motherfucking whistle a long time ago if I had known they were all involved in this pedophilia stuff. But, the Epstein ring, But, it's so crazy because, like, they all, well, they took themselves out, but they got the extinction event on their hands, Like, that's more than blood. That's serious shit. That is serious fucking shit. I can't imagine being, like, one of the medical professionals, let's say, like, in the mental institutions I was locked up in. As I'm sitting here, and again, Atlanta was a fucking wash. There was not even a chance. They were so dumb. These people working in this medical setting, I could not believe how unintelligent they really were. I don't know where they're finding these folks, but man, oh man, the gutter. But like North Carolina, I had a couple folks that I was like locked eyes with. I'm like, listen to me. I ran into the room. They kept calling me in these fucking meetings. And I walked in one day with the Bible in my hand, and I slammed it down. I fucking slammed my hand, and I said, I'm here to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. And I told them, I said, they have knocked the earth off of its axis. They are attempting to cause extinction on this planet. That is serious. That is so fucking serious, right? And the thing is, I know at least some of them believed me. They sent in this fucking Spock-looking alien motherfucker from the CIA, the resident doctor or whatever to, be the ultimate say-so in my fucking mental health. With bitch, my mental health is perfect. It's perfect. How could I have survived all this shit without really good, crystal clear mental health, bitch? It's better than all y'all's combined, But, anyway, he was like in charge of the group, but a couple of them nurses and doctors, I was like, I believe that they believed me, but again, they're locked into this deal with the devil. I couldn't believe how many people were locked into this fucking deal with the devil. I'm like, nobody can do shit about this, huh? And like I said, just as a fucking joke, I start reaching out to major news networks, local news networks, social media influencers, just to be like, okay, tag, here's the truth, here's what's going on, blah, 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 blah. Crickets. And now we're at the point where this is very evident. It's becoming, they're in denial, sure, and the masses are in cognitive dissonance. They're just in la la land. But people that are in positions of power, such as police officers, judges, you can't deny what the fuck I'm saying. You can't deny that this is all materializing in front of your fucking face, right? As long as you still got one brain cell to rub together, and hopefully you do. But y'all can't look at this shit that I'm fucking posting out here. You can't look at the fucking evidence. Well, the sun is too hot. That's number one. That's evidence number one, right? Everybody knows that, okay? But number two, there's a lot of professionals in the world speaking out about stuff that are being ignored, that are being called crazy, that are being shunned and ridiculed online, made into like some sort of fucking joke. And there's all these different slices of the pie, right? Which I'm trying to compile together for everybody to see what the fuck I'm talking about, right? So that's why I'm just chick all day long. It's not because it's not because I'm a lunatic. I want you guys to see all this shit that has been done to ensure your death. Right? And it's more and more and more every day. It's just like the lake in Arizona. What was that, today, yesterday? Yeah, they've been doing this shit in Florida, man. I told you I had whales washing up in my backyard, bro. They're killing all the fucking fish in the sea. It's just like the Bible says. But it's the lakes and the rivers as well. So anyway, that's not going to be good for you guys, right? That's really bad. And it made the water totally fucked. You can't fucking touch it. You can't drink it. You can't bathe in it. Nothing. It's totally toxic from what that news article said. So don't think you was going to head out to the lakes. No, you're not. Right? You ain't got no water, man. I told you. So, anyway, now that this shit is actually coming to fruition and coming to light, I don't know how y'all are feeling. Still in denial, still in cognitive dissonance, still mad at me. about it? Question mark. Because I sure the fuck didn't do nothing. Right? I didn't do nothing but call out the bullshit, which is my constitutional obligation. Right? I took an oath. Right? I said that I would do what I had to do for everybody. Right? And I took that seriously. Right? That was my obligation and duty, you know, as a government employee, as an American citizen as well, just as a good neighbor, right? And here's everybody still trying to fucking kill me, bro. You know, and like I said, I'm moving on now, but this is what it's gonna be. I don't even know. I need to write it down. Was this the 10th place I'm going now? You know, and it's another major city, and I'm not looking forward to it. You know why? Because it's just the same fucking shit everywhere I fucking go. You know, everybody's locked into this deal. So it's those deranged lunatics. You're gonna tell them the same shit that they told Phoenix, that they told Tucson, that they told Chicago, that they told Raleigh, that they told Fayetteville, that they told Tampa. You know, it's just you know, and I just have to wait for God to get me out of this situation. Because the UN ain't fucking working for me. The fucking NATO ain't working for me. And that's a motherfucking betrayal on top of everything else as well. Like I said, I've tagged fucking the government of the fucking UK, the government of fucking Australia, who's watching my shit. Who's watching my shit so intently and so fucking closely. And I'm like, bitch, you can't see what's going on the motherfucking TV, huh? Y'all just locked in. But I think a lot of it has to do also with the fact that a lot of these people are not people. They're NPCs. They're creatures, you know? And that's why I call y'all creatures, because y'all ain't fucking human. Don't fucking trip. Don't lie. You know what I mean? Y'all may look somewhat human, humanoid, but you don't look human to me, right? And you sure the fuck don't act human to me. You're a fucking NPC, bitch. You know, programmed to kill, steal, destroy, obey, you know, money, you know, and that's like, okay, well then what the fuck am I fighting to save? Right? Nothing, bitch. A bunch of robots. I don't put my life on the line for a fucking robot, right? I put my life on the line for children and animals and innocent people that didn't deserve this shit. You know, but now that it's all fucking cock-blocked by NPCs, bots, clones, and clowns, you know, it's going to take some divine intervention here. It's going to take some divine intervention here. Because there are innocent people here. There are people who have been things similar to what I've been through. I hope nobody's been through the same mess I've been through. I'm pretty sure I've had it. I'm up there on the worst, you know what I mean? As far as like the ass whooping this fucking cult decided to give to me because I just refused to stop speaking out. Why? Because there's fucking kids here, bitch. There's kids, right? There's kids and there's animals, right? They don't fucking deserve that shit, but you see it, you know what I mean? I try to like not show off, but like show the world, like, look, there's beautiful animals on this planet, and what do? Look at what happened here in Tucson. Kill them. Right in front of my fucking face. That's what they've been doing everywhere I go. With everything I like, they want to kill it. Everything. So I can't even like, you know what I'm saying? I can't even post a fucking video of my ducks, right? Because they come back right after that and fucking kill them, you know? Because they're just allowed to do that. But to me, that's fucking bullshit, man. That's fucking bullshit. What the fuck did that duck do to you? Nothing. They don't value the life of the duck because they're NPCs. They don't value life at all. They don't value their own. They don't value the lives of animals, children. They don't care. They have no feelings about preserving or protecting life, period. And that's how we got into this fucking position. It takes them absolutely fucking nothing. They don't feel anything when they go out there, and they think it's funny, as a matter of fact, to kill kids, right? To kill these animals that truly didn't do nothing. I mean, these birdies are like panting. It's so sad. My heart just breaks for these fucking animals. I try to talk to every single one I see just to let them know, man, these motherfuckers about to go extinct. And you're not, to the animals, right? Because they get to go to the new earth. But anyways, it's just, you know, you got to understand how this has really, to those of you that are not NPCs, bots, clones, and clowns, well, you're a clown. But you have to understand how this has, you know, infuriated the Lord God. And why he is going to be wiping out all of this in mass. You see what I mean? Like I said, Earth's population is going to reduce by 60% pretty much overnight. And again, that is an act of mercy. That is an act of mercy of God. Because it is better to me, right? If you got to die, now you got to think of it this way, right? If you got to die, how would you rather go, right? Would you rather be killed instantly in an earthquake, right? A volcanic eruption, a flood, a tornado, a sinkhole, okay? Or would you rather dehydrate to death